Yo, what's going on, guys? Joey Shirkabach is back here with another video for you guys. Guys, we are here to talk about the game that wrapped up last night on Monday night between the Ravens and the Browns. Oh my gosh, dude. I cannot believe that this was going to be the case. I expected it to be a close game. I expected it to be relatively intense. I did not expect it to be that intense, and I didn't expect it to pan out the way it did. I thought it would be low to moderate scoring. Both defenses had been playing well coming in. It was the complete opposite. Both defenses, they must have just left them at their houses or something because there was zero defense last night on both sides. Absolutely none. Oh my god, dude, let's go. This is such a huge win. I know I probably should be more hyped up, but man, what a win. What a win. We needed that on so many levels. And it's huge. It was a division win that puts us at 8-5. Browns drop to 9-4. We win next week, and the Browns lose. We are now in second place because we have the tiebreaker over Cleveland because we swept them, and that makes it so huge. And again, it's another win. 8-5 is so much better than 7-6. I know it's only one game, but if you look at it down the stretch and as the playoffs get closer and closer, 8-5 looks so much different. Especially this year in the AFC with how good it is, every game matters. Oh my god, dude, I cannot believe what went down last night. I can't believe it. I absolutely cannot believe it. That was the craziest game. I don't know if I've seen a crazier Ravens game than that. Baltimore, Cincinnati, Week 17, 2017 was close, but I don't even think it was as thrilling as this. Oh my god, because that was not as high scoring. I kind of expected it to be close to that. 27-24, somewhere in that range. Instead, actually that was 31-27, but again, in that range. Instead, both teams scored 40 plus points. Like, what? No, I was not expecting that to happen. All right, well, let's start with the positives. Offense. Very impressed with what I saw from the offense. And again, the Browns defense isn't great. However, they had been coming on strong. Their defense is really underrated statistically. We absolutely destroyed them. They only stopped us like once or twice. Our offense looked very good last night. Offensive line, still a problem. To be fair, the Browns' defensive line is very good. Sheldon Richardson, Olivier Vernon, Larry Ogunjobi, and of course, Myles Garrett. Pass blocking was not good. Jackson got sacked like 4 times. Run blocking was good, though, overall. I'm telling you guys, I don't know if I mentioned this in my recap with the Dallas game. I like it a lot better when we run motion runs. I feel like a lot of times when we run motion runs, we're way more effective. Either the line just magically blocks better, I don't know. But when we run motion runs, I feel like we're way more successful. Motion runs to Dobbins, motion runs to Edwards, even sometimes motion runs to Ingram. They work so much better. I don't know why. Maybe it just opens it up a bit. I really want us to run more motion runs because they work so much more. Dobbins, we ran that same. Roman, he needs to get more complex, man. He's way too predictable. But anyways, when Dobbins, that sweep play that we run, shotgun sweep, I don't even know what it is. It's a motion play with a pulling guard, and it works. It really works. I like it when we run pullings, or whatever you want to call it. So tosses, sweeps, when a guard pulls usually, and we have motions. I like that way better. It's a little more complex, and I just feel like it works. For whatever reason, running right at teams has not gone so well this year. Again, the main reason actually is because our offensive line is just not as dominant this year, and we're gonna have to splurge, and that's okay. And the motion runs, I like when we run them. They work so much better in my opinion. So run blocking still overall was good. I don't think we got hit. We only got hit in the backfield a couple times. We stayed away from getting hit in the backfield most of the time. Got a lot of nice downhill positive runs. We're very happy with our rushing attack. That was against a solid defense. We had not nearly as much against Dallas, but I still think we had like 100, 200 yards, something like that. Between 100 and 200 yards. Before I move on to the main negative, that dude at the end though, what was going on? So Lamar Jackson goes out with cramps, and out of all the injuries for Lamar Jackson to have, not pull the hamstring, not just getting the wind knocked out of him because yes, he is a rather aggressive player, not something significant, but cramps. It just doesn't make sense to me. How can one of the greatest athletes in the league, okay, because at least from my experience, you get cramps a lot when you're, out of shape and stuff like that, but you can also get it when you're not hydrated. I don't know if Jackson just wasn't staying hydrated, but yeah, you could see when he was running back to the locker room, he had a leg cramp. It was so weird. And he even said when he missed those 2 deep passes, he had Snead open I think it was in the late third quarter. He had Snead open, and then he had Andrews open too. He missed both of them. Apparently, the cramps were really bothering him that drive, and they made him come out. I just have never seen that happen before. I mean, I shouldn't say never, but it's very rare for a quarterback to get that bad cramp, especially Lamar Jackson, because he's so athletic and everything. It doesn't really make sense, but it was a cramp for sure. He had a hard time running back to the locker room, and I don't think they were planning on having him come back. If you ask me, I don't think he was planning on coming back. When he was coming out of the locker room to come back on the field, he was stretching. But then Trace McSorley got hurt when we ran the freaking read option every single play on 3rd and 4. We need Roman's play calling, man. It's not bad, and I can't exactly complain. We did score 40-plus points last night, but he's way too predictable. I cannot believe the Browns did not adapt to the option. They did when McSorley was in, but with Lamar Jackson, I know he's Lamar Jackson, but they literally bit on the fake every single time. I cannot believe they didn't see it coming. Every single time on 3rd and short, medium to short, so 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, something like that, if you see Jackson and a running back next to him, whether it's Dobbins, Ingram, Edwards, most likely Dobbins, if you see that, I would just overcommit to Lamar Jackson. Because since Roman is so predictable, chances are it's going to be a read option. We need to work on our I don't even know if predictability is a word, but we need to work on our complexity. I'll put it that way. We're way too predictable, way too basic. Last year it wasn't a problem. This year it is, and we need to fix that. Again, it wasn't an issue last night. It worked until we ran it again with bum Trace McSorley, and it did not work. And McSorley got hurt. So that's another thing. So Lamar Jackson was stretching, it looked like, trying to stretch out his cramps, but I'm not sure he was going to be able to come back. And then Trace McSorley got hurt because injuries. Oh my God, it's awful. McSorley gets hurt. I think RG3 was in. Actually, no. What am I thinking? RG3's on IR with a pulled hamstring, so no RG3. And then, so we had Trace McSorley. Then Trace McSorley got hurt. And then Lamar Jackson came, chiming in. He, came sprinting into the huddle to come in and run the play. It was so weird. McSorley got hurt. It was the 2-minute warning. And then Lamar Jackson came in. I don't even know if he was healthy or not. But he's like, you know what? I'm coming in. I don't even care. And he came up clutch, throwing the bomb to Marquise Brown. Wide open. Touchdown. But no, that was not the end of it. Of course that wasn't the end of it, because our defense just was non-existent. Marquise Brown gets a touchdown. Hooray, we're up with under 2 minutes left. We're going to win this game. Oh no, the Browns come right back, scoring 4 plays. Oh, okay, we're going to get the ball back. And then we march right out of the field, get the field goal. The Browns get the ball back. And we hold up for 2 seconds. They do the lateral fest, but it does not work out. Oh my gosh, dude. You guys do not know. I had the highest heart rate you could ever expect. It's crazy on how exciting and nerve-wracking that game was, man. Oh my gosh, I could not take it. Barely slept last night. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. But hey, Lamar Jackson came up clutch. He's going to shut up all those haters who are saying, oh, Lamar Jackson can't win in big games. He's not clutch. He's not clutch. He could not have been more clutch last night. Coming in with an injury, replacing an injured quarterback, comes in, delivers the touchdown. We get it. And okay, he did it once. Okay, great. So we get the touchdown. We're up 42-35. It was 35-34. We got the touchdown, went for 2 and got it. So 42-35. Browns scored very, 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 very quickly because our defense was just non-existent last night. 42-42. Lamar Jackson does the same thing again. Drives us right down the field. Andrews was the big part of it. Snead got a catch as well, I'm pretty sure. But mostly Andrews. And we got the field goal. Tucker, 55-yarder. No problem. He'll knock it through because he's the best kicker of all time. And that 45-42, that was it. And then it actually ended up being 47-42 at the end because the Browns, we got a safety when the Browns were doing the lateral fest. But Lamar Jackson did it twice. He came up clutch twice in that game, man. So that's going to shut up a lot of the haters, at least for now. He came up clutch on the road, hurt, in a big game, and he delivered. Lamar Jackson delivered. He did it. That was awesome, guys. Absolutely awesome. So, right on that, I think I've covered most of the positives. Actually, before we move on, so Marquise Brown. I keep saying he's going to snap out of it. He's going to snap out of his slump. Well, for the majority of the game, non-existent. He got a couple targets, but mostly he just can't get open. And then I was about to lose it. 3rd and 5. Trace McSorley throwing the ball. Throws a beautiful out route to Marquise Brown. He ran a great route. He totally screwed up the defender. He would have had a huge gain. McSorley, he hits him right in the breadbasket, and Brown drops it. 3rd and 5. Late in the 4th quarter, we needed that first down, and Brown dropped it. It's just, Brown tweets. Everyone, he's known for this famous tweet. It was like, what's the point of having soldiers when you don't use them? Literally never. He tweeted that after the Steelers game, I'm pretty sure, when he had 3 yards. But anyways, and then he took it down, and then he's been trying to get it going, but he just has not lived up to his potential at all. That drop, he hit him right in the hands. It was a perfect throw. He was kind of wide open. It hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it. Brown, he needs to get out of his head, man. But at the same time, he did essentially make up for it, getting that huge touchdown. He was wide open, read the defense very well. He saw the 2 defenders were confused, shot right up the field. Jackson hit him in stride. That did not ice the game because the Browns scored very quickly, but that was huge. We needed that badly. And that was the dagger. And no, I keep wanting to say that was a dagger. It wasn't, but that was huge, man. That kept us in the game and gave us the lead, put the pressure back on them. They snapped back, pressure on us. We came back, pressure on them, and it was too late for their offense to drive down the field and score again. All thumbs up on that, guys. I love it. I'm just going to pretend, before we cut out here, I'm just going to pretend that I didn't watch our defense play last night because, oh my god, that was our worst defensive performance. I've been thinking about this today. I'm going to say that was our worst defensive performance since week 3 of 2017. If you guys remember when we went to London to play Jacksonville at Wembley, we got absolutely slaughtered. I think it was like 44-7 or something. That was our worst defensive performance since then. Over 3 years later. That was our worst defensive performance in 3 years. I can't think of another time where our defense was worse. It was so bad. Our defense looked like it had never played before. It was awful. Absolutely awful. We could not get a stop to save our lives. Now, the bigger issue, pass rush, was good last night. We got constant pressure on Mayfield, but we couldn't actually get him on the ground. The amount of times we get pressure on the quarterback, but we can't get him down is so frustrating. We're so close almost every time, and very, very rarely, 5% of the time, we actually get him on the ground. Other 95% of the time, we whiff. It's so annoying. We could have had 7, 8 sacks. Maybe I'm overdoing it. I don't know. We could have had several sacks last night, but we fell just short every single time. But overall pass rush was good, and that Browns offensive line is no gimme. Their offensive line's pretty good, actually. Especially when healthy, it's good. J.C. Treader, Joe Bitonio, Wyatt Holden, whatever his name is. Jack Conklin, obviously, coming over from Tennessee. Their offensive line's not bad. I say Joe Bitonio, J.C. Treader, Holden, I think it's his last name, and yeah, Conklin. 4 very, very good guys. So yeah, I cannot believe that we pulled that out. But defense needs work, and once again, Jimmy Smith leaves the game with an injury. Marcus Peters leaves the game with an injury. Peters did come back. He wasn't even supposed to. Apparently, he wasn't clear, but he just came dashing in after Devontae Harris got hurt. I swear we are cursed. The amount of cornerbacks that are getting hurt for us is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. We're getting hurt every single game. Every single game there's a corner that gets hurt. It's ridiculous. Smith, another minor injury. I swear, the poor guy, he's literally getting an injury on every single part of his body. It goes from groin to arm to leg to a hand, whatever it may be. The guy just has injuries everywhere. It's so awful. Once again, Jimmy Smith will probably be back this week because you know him, tough son of a gun. Humphreys is healthy, had a huge game, lockdown coverage, forced 2 fumbles because he's Marlon Humphreys, the best corner in the league. Peters is struggling. I don't know what's going on with Peters, man. Last year he was so good. This year he's not as good. He's not terrible, but he's simply not himself. At least compared to what he was last year, he's not as good. He's getting cooked more. He is sagging off more. Must mean he's like scared to play press. I don't like what I've seen from Marcus Peters. He gave up several big plays yesterday too. I don't like what I've seen from Peters. He needs to fix it up as soon as possible. So guys, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like in the video and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I am out. Peace out. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Go Ravens. Game of the year. And we came out on top. You always love to see that. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Let's go, Baltimore.